Hi guys, I am here today to talk a little bit about myself and about my work. First of all, I want to say sorry because I'm very nervous. I swear, I think that's the first video I do in my entire life, so I'm nervous. Sorry about that. I am Maria Clara Oliveira. I am 21 years old and I'm from Brazil. So my language is Portuguese. I start to study English and Spanish with 5 years old, and I have 2 years I studied French, but I still don't feel comfortable to translate anything in French. I think you have to be sure about what are you doing for you do. In 2014, I start my course in the University PUC Minas. I studied international relationship, and this changed a little bit, for say the last, in my life. In my first year in college, I start to work with the UN. I moved to Hungary for 3 months to live in Bishker, who is a refugee camp. It's like 40 minutes from Budapest. And I made a lot of works in there, but the work the UN asked me was teach English for African people and the people from Middle East. Wasn't the most easier job in my life because I don't talk like Farsi, Arabic, Punjabi, but with 3 months I think we made a really good job. I also teach English for the Cubans who live in there, and sometimes just for for fun a little bit, I teach some things in Spanish for the guys in my class. When I say the guys, it's because in the camp didn't have a lot of humans, was basically me. Just. After that, I discovered refugees, immigration was my passion. So in 2015, I started to write a lot of articles. But I have to learn more about refugees because I want to work with that. So I get a job, a voluntary job in the Centro Zami. It's a place here in Belo Horizonte. They work with the refugees and immigrants. Have especially the people who come from Haiti. It's the biggest numbers here in my region. And my job in there was to give speeches for the people from Haiti and for the community they are living there, for they understand the culture, how they live, the language, all this kind of stuff. After that, I started to work with the government. I start to work with the government because of the refugees. I have a really good connection with them. So I start to work in the Human Rights House. It's how we call here in Brazil. I think it's not a good name, just human rights was okay, but what I can do. I started working there with the refugees, and then I write my first article about refugees. This article was about the refugees in Germany, and I was selected by the university from Havana in Cuba to go and present. My article was writing everything in Spanish, and I have to present in Spanish. I think was a good presentation for the first time. The other times was better. After that, the government asked me to make a search about the religions in Brazil, especially the religion in Manzo Cayango, here in my city. I did the article and was presented in Alagoas. After that, I come back to work with the refugees, with the government, and with the Centro Zami. But I was doing my finally essay for college. I'm almost finishing. So I look at it and say, I have to start working home. I don't have time for all this. So I start to make a lot volunteer works for the UN in online. The first work I get was with the ACNUR from Chile. They asked me to translate 3 histories who was posted in the website in Brazil, and some documents who I cannot talk about it. After that, I made a lot of translate for them for post in the website in Brazil. Sorry, it's winter here, so I'm a little flu. And then I made another article, was in last December, was about the Marxist theory in the international relations, and what's the rule of the Marxist in the international relationship, and what's the war. This article was presented in the university from Rio de Janeiro, and then in this middle time, was in October for last year, I present another article, but was in my college. But now I start to think, oh my god, I want to learn more different things because I focus too much about refugees, about immigration, and about my subject, the subjects I like. So my friend taught me about the Upwork, and that's why I'm here to offer my job. I am very careful about what I do, but I am very quickly, to say the truth. In like 1 hour, I do 1,000 words easily. So it's basically that. I think if I am good enough to translate things for the UN, I have the quality for make this job. I hope you like it, and I hope we can work together. Was a pleasure to meet you. Kiss and my bests. Bye bye.